Hey guys, today on Codger's Workshop, it's all about Drill Master. I know what you guys are thinking. Harbor Freight, right? Well, I'm not against Harbor Freight fully. In some aspects, yes. But it's like anywhere else, you gotta know what you're buying. These, a lot of people on YouTube say no, buy it, it's junk, it's junk, it's junk, get away from me, it's junk. Buy a DeWalt. Well, DeWalt people will tell you to buy a DeWalt. It's just the way it is. But I'm not here to talk good, all good or all bad. I'm here to tell you the truth. I've had these for about 2 years, and they've served me pretty well. This is my first ever drill right here, and it's not a bad little drill. It really isn't. And I would say for heavy duty applications, junk. That's the way it is. But if you're just doing light kind of work, you know, hanging a picture, drilling a couple holes for a little craft project, even drywalling, driving drywall screws, this will do it pretty well actually. I remember when I first got it, I went over and helped my grandfather sheetrock his garage, and I never had no problem with it. It worked great. The battery life was good. It lasted probably half the day, or anyway, a little over half the day probably on the battery. And it was a good little drill. In this house, doing sheetrocking, it doesn't shine so well. We have hardwood studs in the walls, and it doesn't, no. But in light duty applications, it's a good drill. It really is. Has a little light right here, and people are saying, "Oh, that ain't very bright of a light." Well, I'll tell you, it's pretty bright little light. Doesn't look it, but when you get in a dark hole, a light's a light, and that's a good light. Doesn't do a whole lot of illuminating up here, or it should. It gives you kind of a shadow of what you're screwing in, but it's a fairly good little light. It's a light. Harbor Freight didn't have to put a light. You know how Harbor Freight is. So, I would say, if you're light duty, kind of dabbling and do it yourself, or crafter or something, great little drill. This whole set on sale, minus this battery. I bought this battery for $12 separate. But this charger and battery and the light and the drill, $20. So, that's cheap. How many of you can say you got your drill for $20? So, it's good. This light is great. Really great. Really great light. I've used it a lot. And it's not a bad light. It's got 9 LEDs. And battery time, not short. Fairly long time. And it's got a head here that kind of ratchets, and it's a good light. It really is. I like it. It's handy. Again, a light's a light. You're in a dark hole. If it sheds light, you're happy. Of course, more light's better, but not going to complain. So overall, not a bad set. The charger, I think, is the weakest point, probably. The charger is this. That's your charger. Unlike this charger, you just have this. And the cord is the worst part. The cord really wouldn't take a lot of beating and it would be done. So, you know, it is what it is. Plug it in. It's red when it's dead, it's green when it's not. Very straightforward. The batteries, they're the slide-in type. Fairly good battery, not too bad. Great battery for rebuilding. There's been a bunch of people on YouTube that have torn these babies apart, took the cells out of them and rebuilt like their Ryobi batteries and stuff. So, all in all, I'm really impressed with the battery. It is an iCAD, but it's a good iCAD, fairly good. As far as amp hours, 1.3 amp hours. And Ryobi's NiCad is, I think, 1.5. I don't know what it doesn't say, but I think it's around 1.5. So it isn't too much difference there that way. And they're good battery. They really are. Nothing special, but for a cheap battery, they're probably the best I've seen. And the drill itself, I've put this thing through so much, it's terrible. But I drove these lag bolts with it. It drove them most of the way, believe it or not. I think it drove them a little over half way, anyway. And this thing will get hot easy. It's just a 3/8. And it was getting warm, really warm, quite warm. And when you pull the trigger, it's this thing. Something about Harbor Freight stuff. I don't know. It smells like it's burning up in there. You get this burning plastic smell every time you pull the trigger. But anyway, it hasn't burned up yet, so I guess it won't. But I don't know. It's tough. It's a pretty tough little drill. It's taken a lot of work, and it hasn't cowered to it yet. It's been 2 years. The batteries are still good. Just as good as the day I bought them. And it's a great drill. It's got 21 torque settings. And it doesn't take a whole lot to stop it. Like I can... pretty easy. Whereas this one, if I was to tighten this up, just grab that one, it would give you a jerk, you know. But that one don't have a whole lot that way. I basically keep it wound right up all the time because it needs it. And yeah, if you're starting off and you want a drill, this is a good little drill. It really is. I'm excited to see how the new Hercules drill they've come out with pans out. It's been a big topic on the internet. And so far, so good with it, but we'll see. I don't know if I believe the torques that they're claiming it has myself, but I guess it could have it. So, anyway, it's a good drill. Obviously, if you're going to be doing anywhere near a lot, or even anywhere near little, you're going to want something like a Ryobi or a Rigid or something cheap like that you can pick up for like 60-70 bucks. Like Christmas time, you can get a Ryobi for like 65 or something, got the batteries, charger, and a drill. So you might think of that, depending on what you're doing. But if you're just crafting and you just need something to drill some holes and hang a picture, that's your drill right there. And that's about all I can say about it. It really isn't as bad as it gets made out to be. Harbor Freight really gets a bad name, but really, Harbor Freight isn't that bad of a company. You know, their mechanics tools are great. I'll be the first to tell you that. I love the mechanics tools. Power tools, not so much. Chicago Electric's pretty good. It's definitely not the best, but it's decent. And we'll see how the Bauer and Hercules turn out to be. But, so don't be tempted to say Harbor Freight is junk, because it might not be. You never know. It's a 50-50 deal. But internet's your best friend on that, really. Do your research. I always research for like a couple weeks before I buy a tool. Make sure it's the best in my price range, and you know, you kind of have to take it where it's coming from too. You know, some people just complain to complain, but anyway, it's not too bad of a deal. And if you just like duty, then it's a great little drill for 20 bucks. You can't complain, right? I like it for mechanic work myself, because I'm just popping out a couple small bolts. I put my little socket adapter in here and use it where it's black. It doesn't show the grease and stuff as much. But the bit fell out there, so I didn't tighten it down as much as I should have. But anyway, so there you have it.